Morning everyone, out for a run. So I'm going to start a bit of a series on a bit of a half marathon, full marathon episode. So stats at the moment, as of right now, about 92 kilos, running around a 5:45 average for 10k. Can push probably a little bit harder than that, but that's where we are at the moment. So it's a Sunday morning, about 8:10, nice and chilly. Been looking at running jackets and everything else, but I think today's session I want to do probably around about 10k's, doing a series of intervals. Haven't sort of got out to do a whole lot of interval training, faster speed work. Been focusing more along on just longer runs, consistent speeds and so on. So yeah, anyway, let's see how we go, and I'll check in a bit later. What a cracker of a morning it is down here at the local lake. Decided I'm going to do some 3-minute interval training at about 5:10 pace. That's what I want to aim at. So I'll just keep doing those for about 40 minutes, I suppose. Temperature conditions, it's about, I think it's about 6 or 7 degrees at the moment down here. It's a little bit of frost, I think, still poking around, but a bit on the fresh side, but not too bad overall. Cracker of a morning, no wind. So anyway, let's that's just what I've done so far, warming up. Let's get into it. All right, we're halfway through. I'm going to do 6 splits, I think. This is my average at the moment. I'm actually running a fair bit quicker than the 5:15, 5:10 pace that I thought I was going to do. Like I said, I'm in the 4:30s, 4:40s. Overall, feeling pretty good. So I had nothing to eat this morning, nothing to drink, just sort of up and into it. So another 3 lots of 3 minutes. Might, depending how I'm feeling, might extend that out a little bit more. But overall, absolute cracker of a morning. Sun's out, no wind. It's cold, but you know, running. Now, if you could do me a favour, smash that subscribe and the like button for us. Otherwise, I'm suffering for no purpose. Anyway, back into it. Alright, so that's done. 45 minutes. Still got a bit of a rundown back home. It's normally a bit of, just under 2k, so a bit of a cool down there. Went really well. I think I ended up doing about 8 pace splits, all in 3-minute blocks. I think there was one I did 4 minutes. Lost count. The clock seemed to be stopping there for me. I don't know what's going on. I'm not paying attention, but overall, I feel pretty good. Legs aren't, now that I've stopped for about 30 seconds, legs don't feel too bad at all. So it's 8.97 k's I've done so far. So, and yeah, really good. So I think next run up in the week will be a long run, probably a 13-14k, just at a low heart rate. So trying a bit of that maffetone that I've read about and whatnot. So I'll see how that goes from a performance perspective. I'll also throw up some splits for 5k, 10k, half marathon, so that we've got something to compare against. I'm going to do all of my splits down here around the local lake, so that I've got something to compare against, as opposed to, you know, up and down where I live. It's quite hilly, so depending on where you run can, you know, affect your figures a pretty significant amount. So anyway, let's get back home. Alright, so that's the split. Set a 5k PB, wasn't even really trying, and the 10k, I would have absolutely smashed it considering I've stopped, walked, done a bit of this video, all that sort of stuff. So running, it's good for you. Anyway, I'll chuck up the splits here, and we'll talk through them. All right, welcome back. So back in the office now. Pull up the Garmin Stats for me. So as you can sort of see here, it's all downhill for me until I hit the lake, and then we sort of get stuck into it. So as you can see, it's pretty much dead flat around the lake, which is good news. From a pace perspective, I'll jump into that. Like I mentioned, I was doing 3-minute intervals of anywhere between 4:30 and 4:45. Heart rate, got quite a high heart rate when running. You know, 160, between a 150 and 160 is pretty normal for me. I can maintain that for, you know, an hour plus without too many problems, if that makes sense. Using the Asics Evo rides, Evo Ride 2s, new shoe, really, really nice. Cadence, so we'll jump into Cadence, we'll have a quick look. So as you can see here, 160s, I'm really trying to work a bit harder there to get into the 170s plus. For some reason, I really struggle with getting above 165. I've got really long legs, so I don't know if that plays a part or what, but yeah, I struggle quite a lot. Seem to take a lot larger steps, but anyway, it's something I'm working on. And jump over to the pace. So from here, you can see here 4:45s, and what I was doing was having a rest for a minute, just slowing right down. I need to adjust my watch to, I think, give me a little bit quicker pace results, because it just didn't do it for me. I'm sort of guessing a lot, running by feel, which is never good. So yeah, there was the that's the overlay, and then we'll go down and have a look at the actual stats. So 9.94, actually set a 5k PB, which was good, without even really trying. So could have absolutely smashed it without actually having some of the breaks when I was running. Average heart rate, elevation gain, pretty minimal. Steps per minute, you know, that was average, but I'm not really paying attention because I was really focusing on the 3-minute splits. Same with the average pace and so on. So yeah, overall, pretty good session. Very happy with how it all went. Alright, so thanks again for watching Aussie Dad Life. Appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel, leave me a like, let me a comment. If you think I'm doing something wrong in the running, if I could do something better, let me know. Happy to have a chat and, you know, make changes. So I'm all just experiencing, only just a fat dad getting out, running around, trying to lose some weight and run a bit quicker. So anyway, thanks again for watching Aussie Dad Life. I'll catch you on the next video.